swirled it around, shimmed, and then aggressively pulled out his cell phone. No, I'm okay. I'm just fine. He's wanting to carry on. Beast. That stature and hue separating his recycling in that fashion at 10 p.m. with a whimsical smile. It seemed to draw suspicion as the man dipped down. How do they get to have it all?
He just turned to the lady behind the till, tapped his card, took a couple of bags and started walking. Space and time to talk about the murder of George Floyd. And that is literally met with silence. Let's talk about racism. Immediately I know he feels attacked. And researching blackness, but I want to have a conversation about racism and how the black people he's so well versed in now. I can tell it's getting into debate territory enough. When you bring this stuff up, stop. Just stop. And obviously, because you're the only black person in the house, black adult, obviously, your mum!
As a result of the use of force, she stopped breathing and collapsed following restraint. Her 5-year-old son was with her at the time. Alberton. In hospital, his dying words to his sister Brenda were pleading for her to sort it out. Died in custody in 1996. A black man aged 30 died in custody in 1999. Shot by the police in 2001. Ricky Bishop, a black man aged 20. Zima Hamid, an 18-year-old autistic black teenager, died in 2017 in the custody of 18 police officers at a shopping centre with a helicopter overhead. And that is two shot by the police in 2019.
Until we left. We called the police come out, stood in front of my house, stood looking at all those.
It's happening here. This is happening here, reading about it here every day, and no one listens. It's what happens in psychiatric wards and looking closer to home. We need justice here. Pulled out his cell phone. No. I'm okay. That's right, that man. He's pretty still, sir. Pretty just beast. Stood silent. Flossed like a gangster. Popped open some gum, gregarious, and popped like 2 or
socialist left in that. And how a bunch of people suddenly found out about racism because apparently it was hidden so well. Let's talk about racism. And immediately I know he feels attacked. The conversation about racism and how the black people he's so well versed in now live the world that he's a part of. I could tell he's getting into debate territory. That's not what I wanted. Because he wins close to home in Great Britain. I talk about the problems need to be worked together with the family. You're right. Shoulders relax. I put down the tin of beans I've been clenching tightly into the bag I'm packing. Relief! He gets it! But then he carries on. The effing carries on. It's just a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? In my head I'm thinking, please stop. But I can't stop from talking now. I just told him he didn't talk enough. When you bring this stuff up, stop. It feels a bit daunting. Please stop. And obviously, because you're the only black person in the house, black adult, obviously. Suck your mum!
Her shooting in 1985 triggered riots in Britain. Paralyzed from the waist down due to her injuries, she died prematurely in 2011 after spending 26 years, collapsed and died of a heart attack during a police search of her home. She was 49. Died in custody whilst being detained for deportation in 1993. She stopped breathing and collapsed following restraint, triggering riots in Tottenham and beyond. Okay, no innocent! Systemic racism in our country is real.
Police! A work that has been done beyond reform to abolition. But we have to wait and see if this terminology goes. The cutting up parts of myself for your consumption. The long days with no sunlight. The secret trust fund that supports supposed comrades. The generational poverty. The dying penniless. Meteoric rise of those who make bank on a liberation aesthetic but have never organized or set foot in a protest once in their lives. The magical Negroes, the exceptions, but it's hard on.
Stood on the shoulders of Malcolm, Huey, King, Stokely, any means necessary. Mao, Toussaint, Che, and Ho.
And they were young and inexperienced. And you never, ever let the fascists have the street. You never concede that wrong. They were there to This is.
They came out and smashed in every single window on the front of my house and said they would come again and again until we leave. So when you the police couldn't help. No, it was West Indians and I deal with. They never came again. And I've lived here ever since.
I guess the people engaged is good. The United Families and Friends, we've been doing this campaign for years. He's prosecuted. The next step is looking closer to home. We need justice here